Okay, y'all. It cut me off. I talked too long. But I'm determined to come back and finish this with you. So I went ahead and used my the darker blue that is kind of a sparkly blue and the brown to make into kind of like a taupey black. And I also ran it through the brow. And so when you do that, you got to make sure you blur the line. So the best thing is to use a spoolie and brush straight up. Wow, look at that long brow here. We're going to have to work on that little guy. Straight up. This way and that way. Now, also, because this is quite pigmented, above the brow, it just kind of got some on the skin. So just use a dual fiber brush to kind of dust off any color you don't want anywhere. Any fallout on the sides of the nose, always look for that, especially in this crease right here. Always look for any fallout in the side of the nose right there. And then right under the cheeks, right where you did your eyes, your lower lashes or whatever color. Okay, so now we're going to blend this color, and there's just no telling. I have no idea how blendable this product is, so we'll see. I'm using a tapered blending brush E40 from Sigma. You know what? I haven't shown y'all my new Pandora bracelet. Would y'all like a tutorial? I could give you a quick one. Do you want to see? So here's the little charms. I got this family dangle one. This is what they call a clip, and it looks like a camellia, little diamond camellia. But I think it's Disney, because Pandora has a lot of Disney stuff, which would be Beauty and the Beast. But anyway, this is a Flowing Hearts Murano glass spacer. And then this is the one I like the best. It's got a bunch of little hearts, different colored hearts, and it's a spacer. And then I've got another dangle, and this is got little diamonds. These are like crystals, they're not actual diamonds, of a mother bird and a baby bird and a camellia. My mom loved camellias, and she is in heaven now, so that's me and her, and she taught me to really love birds. And then there is a Let It Go, which I'm sure that was for Frozen, but for me it's a Let Go, Let God heart. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then next to that is a dangle charm that says Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. That's that one. And next to that, y'all, this is for you. This is my YouTube. See, it says y'all, the blue one. It's got little crystals around it. And then this is a limited edition Hawaii. Those are hibiscus flowers. And that and the California with the palm trees and the walk on the pier. Little picture. It's so little, I bet you can't even see that. But those were limited edition I got while I was in California. And then the clip. And this particular Pandora closure I really, really liked. It's just little crystals. And it's easy to get in and out of. And I have a Brighton and I have a solid gold charm bracelet. So I was thinking, why are you doing this? But I don't know. I decided I liked when other people had a Pandora bracelet, I liked the way it looked on the arm. And so I decided to have one more charm bracelet. So I have 3. Isn't that ridiculous? Brighton, Pandora, and gold. Gold charms from where I've traveled. It's mainly travel and family on that gold one. My Lancy gave me most of those charms. Now I'm just blending this out with there's nothing on this brush. Just blending out the edges to try to tone down, especially to be honest with you, to tone down the orange. And I feel like it did do that. So I'm kind of just, when you have nothing on a brush, it kind of takes some of the color off the skin onto the brush and off of your skin. And I also twirl it around just to make sure I get it off all the sides. And I'm using a tissue, which I never recommend because tissue fibers come off on your brush. But I don't have my towel in here. What is up with me? I don't know. All right, so the other thing is I feel like I didn't get enough off, so I'm going to use the back meaty part of my hand. And I just rub straight up like that. And just kind of blend it out. See how it just kind of dissipates the color. And then get that off the side of your hand. I have my little towel, which I don't. Again, right there. You're not rubbing hard. So for those of you going, oh, you're jerking your skin. No, I'm not. I'm barely. I know you hear it, but I'm barely doing it. And it just kind of gets whatever's there is off. And there's mascara or something on my hair color. No. How about that? It was also gray, so I just pulled it out. And you know that means 10 others will come up behind it. No, that's not true. Your pores have a hair in them. Sometimes your hair falls out and sometimes it grows back. And sometimes it does not grow back. But you're not going to get any extra pores. So if there was a gray hair in it, there is a gray hair in it, and it's gone. And it may grow back and be gray again. Likely it will. But you're not getting extras by pulling them out. So there's that. Okay. So now that we've done all that, let's do some liner. We will use, what will we use today? Y'all, I've gotten to where I do like the thickness of the Tartist. Y'all know that I like DHC because it's nice and thin, but I've kind of gotten used to the thickness. There's getting in the way again. It just kind of makes a statement, and you don't have to do it more than once, just real quick. Really puts that black line on the back of the lashes so that you know your mascara lays down nice and has a nice little backup. Going almost all the way in. And I'm using the tip in because that didn't do very well. I think this one's old because the other side, the crayon part's gone. So I'm using my Face Secrets. This is the dual-ended cotton applicators. And there's two boo-boos I want to correct. One is that boo-boo right there. I'm used to tip in, this little pointy end, and get that off. And then that also. Is there anything else I wanted to get? There's a lot of fallout, y'all. I think that's it. Yeah, there's a lot of fallout. There. Alright, so now we'll do the other side. And I'm going to just always lay it down flat right on the lash line just to make sure we get a good black base on right behind the lash line. That's all we're doing, lining. That's the whole reason why we're lining. Especially because we have on sparkly, and it makes it have more of a finished, classy look when you have something so sparkly. It looks like, hey, this is intentional and not I played in my big sister's makeup. And some of you may be like, what's wrong with wearing sparkly? Well, y'all, I'm probably going to the grocery store. This is a little much. There. Yeah, this is drying out. It must be getting old. Because I normally do not have to go over it more than once like that. It's probably got maybe one more good time left in it, and that's all. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put on my mascara, but I'm going to need to let that dry. And so I'm probably going to do that off camera, because my husband, I think, wants to talk to me about the heater. Y'all said a little prayer. We're sure hoping that he got it fixed, because he's amazing the way he does things. I'm sure he did. And but anyway, so there's my completed look, except for my mascara. We did tone down that kind of muddy orange and peach and bronze tone from this palette. But if you like that in a palette, especially in this summer, if you have a tan, then you would like Friendcation with Desi and Katie. And this is a dose of color. It's gluten-free, cruelty-free, and paraben-free. So that's important to a lot of people of what they have in their makeup, and we should pay attention to what's inside our makeup. So it's very, very pretty packaging with the glittery, and it's a good amount of product. Those are large pans. So I think it's good. I think it's probably a vent, not every day for me personally. If I lived in LA like they do, it would probably be an everyday palette. So it's just different out there. So anyway, that's it for now, y'all. I love y'all so much. I'm going to let my liner dry, and then I'm going to use my eyelash curler. You know what? I think I won't. I think what I'll do instead real quickly is I'm just going to put some quick mascara without curling. And y'all know I never do that, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish this real quickly. And tip out the ends. Okay, so y'all see the boo-boo that just happened? See that little chunk that just fell on my cheek? That's why you want to keep these handy. Watch how that'll just lift off. Watch it smear in because I said that. See how that just got right off. Thank goodness for little cotton buds. Okay. My husband's like, I think the little cotton buds too. I don't know why he thanks them so much for those. But anyway, I do for makeup purposes. Oops, sorry. I did that so many times in my video. I put the mirror right in front of the camera. So you can't even see what I'm doing. This is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. And this is a very good brush if you don't use an eyelash curler, because it both has the bristles that give you a lot of volume, but they're pretty stiff, and they're very varied. They have a varied station for where each one of them are, so much that this really can almost serve to pull through really nicely, and it just gives a good coating, and then it separates it pretty well. And again, one of the things you can do if you don't use an eyelash curler, you can just, when you do this, do it very slowly and bend back, and it'll stand them up pretty good. See how it stands them up pretty good? And then a couple on the lower. I totally believe in doing lower. I don't understand why people say it makes you look younger, because, you know, it makes it where you don't look down. I just had another boo-boo, if y'all noticed. I'll get that in just a second. I totally disagree with that mentality, but if you agree with it, that's your business. Go ahead and don't put lashes on the lower side. I just think it actually makes you look younger to have lashes down there. And by just only doing lashes on your upper line, I don't think that makes people not look down at the any wrinkles underneath your eye. If they're looking at your eyes at all, they're going to see that. So you're not, I don't think you're saving what you think you're saving by not putting mascara down.